65 minutes in this round, not the 45 user rounds. They get 20 extra minutes during the finals, though. If the semifinal matches were anything to go by, we aren't going to need those extra 20 minutes. We're going to be done with this match quickly. But draw phase, Jesse's going to start with wanted to add Diabellstar to play around Joel and Lockbird, but Andre has Mulcharmy Perilia. This is huge, especially when Diabellstar is being added to the hand.
That's an awesome main deck card for Tenpai Dragon, which typically chooses to go second.
Yep.
Definitely, Mulcharmy Perilia, definitely one of my favorite cards out of the Infinite Forbidden. Jesse's going to have to play into it, discarding Snake Eyes Diabellstar, special summoning the Black Witch from the hand, and that's going to let Andre draw a card since the monster was summoned from the hand.
Tenpai Dragon decks are so good at wiping out the opponent in a single battle phase. It's not like he can afford to not summon from his hand and leave up no defenses whatsoever.
Definitely, especially against Tenpai Dragon. But he's going to set original Sinful Spoils and then use that to send the Black Witch to the graveyard. And now Andre is going to think about a response. Nothing here.
Will he go for Snake Eye Ash?
Yep, just going to have to give him another card. Sometimes you just have to do it. The Ash is going to add Snake Eyes Poplar probably.
Yep.
There's a good chance, and if he special summons that Poplar from his hand, that's one more card for Andre to draw.
Already drawing two cards from the Mulcharmy Perilia.
Jesse is not happy.
That's fine.
All right, now the Snake Eyes Poplar effect. Does he activate it? It looks like, yeah, he did. He's picking up his deck. He's going to go ahead and grab Divine Temple of the Snake Eyes.
Andre did say it's fine. There it is.
Oh, okay. Andre might have a response here on resolution of the Divine Temple being added to the hand. Did he draw into it? Draw number? It's another copy of Mulcharmy Perilia.
A second copy.
You can play up to 2 Mulcharmies in the same turn. That means if if Jesse were to normal summon, he would get 2 more draws. But now Jesse's going to triple Tactics Talents, take a look at the hand, see what Andre's working with.
The Dragon Monster.
You can see that Bestial Druisworm is in the hand as a form of interruption. Yeah. Gonna read Dora Dora. Dora Dora, very similar to Snake Eye Ash in the Tenpai Dragon strategy.
Never used it, though.
Yeah, you can get the Genroku, which is essentially Poplar, since you can special summon it from your hand when it's added by a card effect.
We're going to see if Jesse goes after the Druisworm just because it represents the only point of interaction from the hand here. Because, yeah, going after any of the others, the Sengen Kaiman already in the hand, Chandra also. Genroku contributes itself to get access to any Tenpai Dragon from the deck as well. So, yeah, going to go after the Druisworm as it represents something that could impede Jesse's play here on his first turn.
All right, but as soon as Jesse summons another monster from his hand, Andre's going to draw 2 more cards, and there's a good chance that it will be able to interact with Jesse's future plays.
Definitely. I think Jesse, when he decided to commit to that triple Tactics Talent, though, knowing that that would be a potential the case here, is knowing he's not going to summon again because he doesn't want to give him the extra cards
but how much,
after looking at the hand.
How much can he do without normal summoning or special summoning any monsters from his hand, though?
That is the question that we are going to need answer right here. We'll see what he is going to do. He's going to Divine Temple and have to place the Snake Eye Oak from the hand.
Oof.
Yep.
That is not ideal.
Better goes in the Spell and Trap card zone from the hand than from to the main monster zone and getting those draws for sure, which is a little funny. And now Jesse's going to use Snake Eye Ash, sending the Oak to the graveyard to special summon Snake Eyes Flamebird Dragon from the deck. Now he has to decide how is he going to build a board to beat the hand that Andres has.
If anyone can play through this, it's probably Jesse.
All right, so he's going to go ahead and use Wanted, Banish Wanted to put Original on the bottom of the deck to draw a card. Want to know all the cards you're working with before you make any decisions about the plays moving on from here. This is a classic board where we see Flamebirds and Poplar together on the field like this. Because if you link them away, I don't believe he's used Poplar's effect this turn. He can put the Flamebirds into the Spell and Trap card zone with Poplar's effect.
Could do that.
But, I forgot he discarded the Snake Eye Diabellstar already at the beginning of his turn, so that's definitely the one you want to place in your Spell and Trap card zone with the Poplar. Moon of the Closed Heaven is going to come down. Flamebird's is going to summon back Oak and Ash. Oak is going to summon back Poplar from the graveyard on summon. And now he can link away the Moon of the Closed Heaven to go into Fiendsmith's Requiem.
You're right. At this point, he actually has some stuff going on for him. He's definitely committed to not summoning from his hand.
Now he's going to use that Requiem to summon an Engraver from the deck.
There it is.
Now Just started accessing the Fiendsmith engine. He hasn't used track yet, so he could go into sequence, into Lacrima, add back the engraver, discard the engraver for track, get the fabled Lurry, summon the Lurry, summon back the engraver. He has a lot of things he can do right now, so it's just going to be about how he can navigate through the perfect knowledge of Andre's hand. He knows he has Chandra, he knows he has Sengen Kaiman, he knows he has Dora Dora, and the last card was... This escapes my memory, but we will have to see what it is. I named at least 3 of the 4.
It's Chandra,
Kaiman,
Dora Dora, and...
Oh, Genroku. Dora Dora was the one I missed. Yep.
Yes, it was Genroku.
So let's see how he navigates. He knows there's no Sengen summoning in the hand at least, which is beneficial. So he's going to be able to maybe focus on something like getting Appaloosa on the board eventually. Something like Fiendsmith Desiree could be a goal for him at the end of this combo.
Could be. You're right. That knowledge that he doesn't have the Sengen summoning, which would stop the activated effects of his cards, is pretty valuable here.
Yep.
So he's going to link away 2 for IP Masquerena. He still has the Diabell Star he can summon from the Spell and Trap card zone.
Sure.
He's going to attach the Requiem to Engraver with Fiendsmith Requiem's effect to equip from the graveyard. And he can send both of those to Fusion summon out Necroquip Princess.
Oh, you don't always see Necroquip Princess in these decks.
Sure.
Specifically the Fiendsmith Snake Eye decks.
And now he's going to place the Ash in the Spell and Trap card zone to summon Snake Eye's Diabell Star. Then send that Ash right to the graveyard with Snake Eye Oak to summon a Snake Eye monster from the deck. And it's going to be another copy of Snake Eye Ash.
Says hand to field to right. Activate cards in the hand field, yeah.
Yep, and since he sent a card as a cost to the graveyard, I think he gets to draw a card here with Necroquip Princess.
That does appear to be what he's trying to do.
I guess it's a monster?
Well, I sent the oak.
Yeah, I am. What was it? Sorry, I was
Here.
So another free draw. He got a draw off, wanted, getting another draw here, getting maximum value out of his cards.
And
He's
or
hoping
field.
for a good one.
Huh? Oh, what is I'm reading?
First, the monster sent from the hand.
Oh, you're right. I misread it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it is not field. I didn't know. I didn't think it was field, but I was going to believe Jesse
I
Cotton.
mean, I'm going back in.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't draw. He didn't draw the card yet. Yeah, it's only from hand. Yeah, I know you can use it with stuff like Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, but I've never seen someone draw it off the field. But yeah, he can't draw it just yet. Not a big deal.
Okay. Fair.
Yep, he didn't draw the card yet, fortunately. He did slow down.
All right, a little rattle, but going to focus back into it, see where he can go from here. A veteran player knows how to get his head back into the game. Good catch there from our judges.
Not being able to summon from his hand is a real hindrance here. I mean, he could summon from his hand, but he knows
Shuffle back.
what the price he'll have to pay to do so.
It is a high price of giving your opponent 2 cards for sure. So now he's going to shuffle back a Light Fiend, summon Fiendsmith Engraver from the graveyard. Going into the Think Tank real quick here. Looks like he's performing a Link summon with his 2 monsters.
Ash and Diabell Star. He's dipping into that extra deck.
Into those.
Yep.
Interesting. So he's going to Link summon out Moon again since he shuffled it back earlier in the turn. Not Requiem here. Now he's going to link away IP Masquerena and Engraver. Sorry, I meant Sequence, not Requiem. But now he's going to summon Promethean Princess to the field.
Effects.
He'll use its effect, bring back Flamberg Dragon.
And he'll use that to place the IP Masquerena. Oh, now he might go into Sequence. He's just trying to get enough Light Fiends, I think, so he's able to use to summon Fiendsmith Desiree. It's probably his goal.
That's possible.
Now he'll go into Hida. Oh, he's just going into an Appaloosa, maybe.
He's going to link 3 here. I guess probably Celine. No, he's going straight for the
Oh,
sequence.
so his goal is, yeah, for sequence. Okay, because he needs to put the moon into the graveyard. It has enough materials for the Desiree.
How valuable is one Desiree against Andre's hand?
I mean, he just has to be able to negate something like Sangen's summoning if he happens to top deck it, and then he can SP Little Knight the normal summon and Ash Blossom the Sangen Kaiman if he has it.
That makes sense.
Could be what he's looking at. Just trying to cover all his bases if possible. Doesn't have to be clean, doesn't have to look good, but as long as you get to the result that you're always looking for, that's all that really matters.
Sure.
There's a lot of thinking to do here because he knows Andre's hand.
Definitely. So he is going to. So Desiree and IP is going to be his interactions. He also has the Promethean Princess in the graveyard. And oh, that looks like an effect veiler?
I think that's.
Oh, it's Fadra.
Andre drew Fadra.
Oh, okay. So another Tenpai Dragon.
Main one.
Goes into his main phase.
All important turn of Tenpai Dragon going second. What can he do?
This is the turn he tries to win.
So he's going to start with Dora Dora. Does Jesse have something like Infinite Permanence? He's going to use Divine Temple, it looks like. Try and summon forward the IP Masquerena.
I would imagine that would be the card.
Yeah.
Summons.
Temple, summon IP Masquerena.
But Dora will resolve. He'll be able to get Genroku if he wants that. Special summon it with its effect. Nope, he's going for Shungra instead.
Yep.
Alright, so now going to link away the Flamebirds and the IP Masquerena. Summon SP Little Knight. Gonna go after the Dora Dora and then try to summon back a couple of Snake Eye monsters with Flamebird's Dragon.
With Dora Dora gone, he's stopping Andre from being able to summon Shungra. So he's really banking on that top deck not having been valuable to Andre.
Yep, as long as
he bet right.
Yep.
Andre has 2 copies of Nibiru, the Primal Being, in his hand.
Draw face.
Can't use both of them, unfortunately.
Oh, did Andre choose to go first? Looks like he's just gonna. He did let Jesse go first, but he did activate Dimension Shifter. This is a game changer, but Jesse has called by the grave. Huge called by the grave here. Could be the call by the grave that will stamp the 6th win here for Jesse Cotton. We're gonna have to see what else he has in his hand, but that is an amazing start.
But Andre does have the Mulcharmy Perulia.
All this happening in the draw phase. We're just off to the races right at the beginning of the turn before we even make it into the main phase, and now I think we're finally there. This is the classic 1-2 punch was Shifter and Perulia. He has to normal summon Fabled Lure. It's going to get a draw for Andre.
And it's infinite impermanence, so it's another way to disrupt Jesse's first turn while he's under the effect of the Perulia.
Yep. And he's going to link it away into Fiendsmith's Requiem. That's going to tribute off to summon Fiendsmith's Engraver.
Just like that, Jesse's already at 3 summons once the Engraver hits the field. So that Nibiru the Primal Being will be pretty easy for Andre to use.
Equip. Yep.
All right, so now he's going to equip the Fiendsmith's Requiem from the graveyard to Fiendsmith's Engraver. Let's see if he goes into that Necroquip Princess yet again. Andre already has little small moral victories. He did lose out on the Shifter with the Call by the Grave, but seeing the normal summon spent already on Fabled Lure means he doesn't have to worry about a normal summon of Snake Eye Ash after he uses one of his interruptions from the hand, potentially. If he does have infinite impermanence, he's going to probably want to use that before he has the Nibiru touchdown.
There's the Necroquip Princess. Does Jesse have a monster effect that activates from the hand to get an extra card out of it? Looks like he'll just special summon Engraver.
Yep, by putting back a Light Fiend, so he's going to shuffle back the Requiem into the extra deck. He has 2 level 6s. He could link these into a Link 2. He could go into a rank 6.
Looks like he's probably not getting that extra value out of drawing a card out of the Necroquip Princess. If he is, he's really slow rolling it.
Going into the tank right now, thinking about his next move, considering his options, considering what Andre can have in his hand to slow him down. He is going to overlay straight into Beatrice here.
Yep, 2 level 6s to make the rank 6 Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. He's going to use its effect, and it will be met by Infinite Impermanence to negate it.
I become my deck.
All right, this might be the end of Jesse's turn.
Jesse's offering for Andre to cut, indicating he's probably not going back into it.
That's one card face down and passes. Andre's going to just go ahead and drop the Nibiru anyway. Yeah, because, I mean, the Beatrice can still send down a card during his turn.
Yeah, there's no reason not to, especially with 2 copies of Nibiru in Andre's hand.
Yes, your turn.
And nevertheless, Jesse passes his turn.
Andre might be looking to even things out if he does have Tengen Summoning or Tenpai Dragon, but you see him shake his head.
He's shaking
not
his
happy.
hand. He had nothing to get his deck running in his opening hand, and it looks like his top deck did not help him. He's just attacking with Nibiru, the Primal Being.
A second life
500?
for Jesse.
Another opportunity to draw a card that gets him out of this.
That's a card face down and passes back to Jesse.
That
What is
has
Jesse?
to be the... well, I
Phase 1?
don't know what card he said, actually.
Could be an Infinite Impermanence. So he's going to start with Engraver, shuffling back the Fabled Glory to summon Engraver back to the field.
Yeah, he used the Infinite Impermanence, so it's whatever card he drew is likely the card he set. But Engraver's back on the field, not quite as strong as Nibiru the Primal Being, so he's going to link it away and summon the Requiem once more.
Bye.
It's nice being able to send that back to the deck to summon the Engraver so that you could link summon it again by using the Engraver.
Yeah, you only have to really play one copy of all of them since you can put them all back. And now he's going to tribute off the Requiem to get another Engraver onto the field. He's already used the effect of someone from the graveyard. He can use Requiem to equip and then send the Nibiru to the graveyard if you want to just play a beatdown game here.
I'm in hand right now.
Yeah, I don't think either of these 2 decks are doing what they're supposed to. But you have to make it work with what you draw. That's part of getting to the finals and part of winning the YCS.
Definitely.
He has 1 for 1.
1 for 1 discarding Flamebird's Dragon. Does Andre have a response? Nothing here. He's going to let him access a level 1, probably Snake Eye Ash. There it is, the beautiful ultimate rare. He's going to use the effect. No response from Andre. Looks like he doesn't have an Infinite Impermanence set there. I guess he has to hope it's a call by the grave or something like that so he can stop a Flamebird from coming out potentially.
He does have that second copy of Nibiru, the Primal Being. So at some point in the turn, he'll probably hit Jesse with that.
Yep.
But Jesse's cards are already snowballing, so it's very likely he'll be able to play through it.
Snake Eyes Poplar, when it's added to the hand, can special summon itself, and now he can search out a Snake Eyes spell or trap. He wants Original or Divine Temple are his options.
If he takes the Divine Temple, once Andre uses the Nibiru, Jesse will have a monster in his spell and trap card zone that he can then special summon, which will allow him to continue his plays.
Nope.
And there's the Divine Temple. Jesse will activate it.
Oh,
it's Cosmic Cyclone. That was actually in his opening hand.
And that's going to banish the Divine Temple.
So that will definitely slow him down. I forgot that was in the opening hand, so obviously that was the card he set.
Yep.
Yes. Thousand Temple.
Will that plus Nibiru be adequate to stave off Jesse's attacks for 1 more turn?
See, he could... Oh, man. He has so much stuff. It's going to be tough. I think he can find a way to victory here.
I think you're right.
He can equip the Requiem, take out the Nibiru. Or he can... There's so many different lines he can do. He definitely wants to get Flamebirds on the field before 5 summons.
Yeah. He's definitely going to go into 5 summons. It's a question of when.
So he links away the Poplar and the Engraver for sequence. So this is summon number 1, 2, 3, 4?
That's 4, I believe. So if he makes Desiree, that would be vulnerable to Nibiru. Let's see. He's going to use The effect of Poplar to put Poplar into his Spill and Trap card zone.
Oh, he was summoned number 5. Okay. So he is going to be able to Nibiru here before Flameburst hits the field.
Oh, that's right. There were the 3 monsters on the field, plus there was the Requiem that was sent to the graveyard, which I wasn't
the Requiem
counting.
was the one that we missed.
Yeah.
It's like a summon, right?
We need that Master Duel counter that shows up.
That's right. You in Master Duel, if you have Nibiru in your hand, it counts the summons for you.
And
800, 1,000.
now he wasn't able to get the Flamers on the field before
800,
5 summons. I thought maybe there would be a
800,
way to like send. It would have been greedy. I mean, it's hard to play
sorry,
around 2
yeah.
Nibirus in a row like that, though.
3,800.
It is. Yes, he may have more plays, though. And even if he doesn't, Andre needs a really good top deck to get out of this.
Yep, just another pass here. Nibiru.
He does pass.
In
Magnum
face
Heart
Magnum.
was the top deck from the previous turn.
That's what he needs. I mean, it didn't help him on the previous turn, but this will let him search a dragon at the end phase.
Yes. This is exactly what Andre needs. All of the Tenpai dragons are dragons.
So he banishes the sequence, summons Magnum, activate Magnum effect on the field. Does he have? Yep, infinite
Yes, he
impermanence.
has the infinite impermanence. Once again, it's up to Andre to top deck a good card that will help him.
Is it going to be Tenpai Dragon Pydra? Is it Sangen Kaiman? You can see from the facial expression he's not super happy about it, but not as painful as the last one.
He hasn't ended his turn yet.
Have a look again.
He hasn't entered his battle phase. He has options. He does have 2 monsters on the field.
Does he have a way to access his Tenpai Dragons just yet?
That's a battle phase.
He's going to go battle.
So its defense is 1,600.
Yeah.
So he can attack over with the Magnum, attack for 3,000. This has just been a bunch of non-engine fighting off Jesse's advances so far. But the thing is, Jesse still has Engraver in the graveyard to keep starting his turns with. The sequence won't be going back now that it's banished, at least.
That is true. Andre is going to use his 2 monsters for a Link summon, and he's going for SP Little Knight.
Pass.
And phase 1?
Yep.
Yes, Andre doesn't value the high attack points of his monsters as much as he does the disruptive effect of SP Little Knight.
Yeah, but Engraver's just going to be able to summon himself back and attack over the SP Little Knight.
That looks like what he's doing. He is bringing back the Engraver. I think you're right. We'll probably just see it attack the Little Knight.
Attack for 200?
Yep.
Yeah,
Little
I
Knight
don't.
is destroyed.
Not a fan of that Link summon for SP Little Knight there, but it is tough.
What is it at? 68. Thank you.
I guess at least he knows that he's going to survive another turn to hopefully top deck, but he has only 1 card in his hand. We don't know what it is.
I don't know what Jesse keeps drawing because he hasn't been using cards from his hand. Just keeps bringing back Engraver.
Is it Snake Eye Ash? It's
The
Diabell Star.
Star.
1, 2, 2.
That's it.
And that's
he
it.
concedes after seeing the